Today is International Nurses Day, so let's take a moment to show our appreciation for all the hardworking nurses, our frontline soldiers who are busy fighting for our lives, and some of them in the process even lose theirs. In the face of a deadly pandemic, the theme for this year's is Nurses, a Voice to Lead, a vision for future healthcare. 12th May marks the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, one of the world's most famous nurses who founded the key pillars of modern nursing. While many of us are trying to figure out how to stay away from people as much as possible to avoid the illness, the nurses gear up for battle every day and run into the fire. They work in clinics, hospitals and care facilities. They are the courageous heroes of the worldwide story, knowingly putting themselves at risk to save lives. Nurses are continuously providing quality care to patients, often working without a break. And their armour? Well, shoe covers, a gown, an N95 mask and a face shield that they have to wear round the clock. While the outbreak of the coronavirus, throughout it, nurses have been at the forefront of the fight, and they deserve to be recognized now more than ever. While nurses are risking their physical health, they're also putting their mental health on the line, as the amplified stress of the pandemic can take a toll on their emotional and psychological well-being. About 20% of nurses in Japan reported that they had experienced discrimination or prejudice amid the spread of the virus. In the US, 64% of nurses felt overwhelmed and 67% reported difficulty in sleeping. In fact, a Karachi-based nurse has spoken out about the toll that the pandemic is taking on her profession. Huma Komal, who works in a COVID-19 ward, says that she has experienced mental trauma over the last year.
I'm a
COVID-19 ICU nurse. I have experienced the worst mental trauma in ICU because we were not allowing family members to visit patients. We get a lot of pressure from patients' families. We are overburdened and overworked in the pandemic due to large number of COVID-19 patients. The nurses are like frontline soldiers in the pandemic, as they perform duties, even feeding the patients and changing the diapers of COVID-19 patients.
As of January 2021, more than 2,700 nurses have succumbed to COVID-19 in 59 countries, and 1.6 million healthcare workers infected in 34 countries. According to the World Health Organization, nurses account for more than half of the healthcare workers in the world, but there is an urgent shortage of nurses, with nearly 6 million nurses still needed, especially in low-income and middle-income countries. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.